Hello and welcome to another live stream. This is Virtual Builds, and tonight we're going to be starting the build of my newly opened UCS Slave-1 that you see before you. And so we're going to jump into it. Welcome. And if there's anything wrong with the audio or the video, please let me know. I can see the video, and I think that the audio is fine. I do have some music if preferred, but for now we're just going to keep it quiet, and I am going to get started on this build. I had previously opened this just to make sure that it was legit. Again, this was an expensive purchase via resale site, and I just wanted to make sure that it was absolutely legit. So let's get into it, and I don't think I did any organization here, so I'm gonna have to struggle to find the directions. There they are. And then I don't want to dump out all the bags, but I'm probably gonna have to do something like that. Let's see, 7, 8. Let's take that out. There's bag 1. So we're going to be just stowing everything else back in there. I'm going to put this piece, this is the cockpit, and it's in great condition. I'm just going to put it aside so I don't shove it back in this box. And there it is. That's what we're going to be building tonight. I'm probably not going to get through the whole build tonight. This is a pretty sizable build, but I will definitely be getting started. And I just realized I don't have a bin for small parts. We will solve it in a minute. Let's open up the manual here. Even though I have no need for the manual, I'm going to be using the digital copy that you see on screen. There's also the stickers. Stickers are in excellent shape. I don't notice any issue with the stickers. And there is that glorious panel. So yeah, everything looks fine with the sticker. Don't go flying. And then the instruction booklet. This is not like a stiff cover. This is kind of it's not paper, but it's not very thick like stock. It's kind of a thicker paper. And you can see the cover, and yeah, so it is pretty thick. Let's see how many pages it says. 307 pages. And all the parts listed in the back. So yeah, we are not going to be using this just because this will take up a sizable amount of space on the table, and I will need that for parts and so forth, just like all my other streams. It's just a piece of garbage, so I'm going to stow this in the side here and carefully move it out of the way. And then the next thing I need to do is carefully locate a bin, some sort of container. Oh, where did I put it? Oh, I think I know where it might be. Yes. All right. All right, there we go. We got a bin. Hey there, is that Tuscan? Welcome, Tuscan. Yes, this set is amazing, and I can probably still leave this on here so it at least displays. So it's pouring out there. Sorry if I didn't think of that. That's the bin for the small parts. Welcome back, Tuscan. Glad to have you here. Gonna rip bag 1 right open and get going. How has your week been? Are you celebrating the weekend much like myself? so we don't have any real rolling pieces here. And this is a helmet for an Imperial officer, I think. Yeah, I guess it's just the Technic connector pin things. All right, so let's start looking at it. Oh yeah, so the 20th anniversary Slave is this guy. And I will bring them over. And so this is supposed to be much smaller compared to, the version I'm building right now. I don't know what I just did there. So this is the 20th anniversary edition. And, when I first got this, I loved it. This was the first Lego set I built, kind of as a returning from my significant dark age period as an adult. And I certainly loved it. And I may not keep it, given that I'm going to have a much larger version. But I do love the model generally. And I don't know why that keeps on slipping. But I will need to be careful. So yeah, we're going to be building a bigger version of this. Get that back up on my shelf, out of the way. And let's get going. All right, so the directions. Skip through all this. I can scroll through this a little bit. So there's the design team, Jens Kronvold Fredrickson, I guess. A little bit about the Slave-1. Django Fett obviously was the original owner. Here's some facts about the ship. Technical specs, and now here's the model designer, Hans. Some questions for them. And then into multilingual. All right, so not as detailed a intro as in other UCS sets. I think this is kind of earlier example of this. I don't know what year this was. It might be as far back as 2013 or something. No, I did not drop that Slave-1. No. I would definitely be careful. Yeah, it's like the stand that it's on isn't perfect for that 20th anniversary. It's like got a little nub of a Technic part that it hangs onto, but it's not like it's locked in place. So, a little disappointing design on that, but it was not part of the set. So, you just have to realize that. And, maybe someone else is designing a better stand or option for the stand. At least I don't think that came with it. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I had to think about it. So these are the stages that we're going to be building out. So there are 13 total stages. The last one being what looks like the stand and a figure. And we'll be building figures along the way. So let's see how far we can get. I'll be happy if I can get through 7 tonight. I'm not going to go crazy long. I will try and do like a 2-3 hour stream. So we'll see if we get through 7. And based on how big these are, it might go further. But so there we are, and we are moving on to the actual build. Here we go. First thing is we're building this blue guy. Ooh, Clone Army Customs, huh? I know that, yeah, Clone Army Customs is super popular. And I'm guessing you have a favorite Legion, like the 212th or whatever. And again, clones are not my forte. Or was it something like, I know that they have a lot of actual figures. They have, I think they have some accessories. I don't know if they sell weapons, but they might sell like the pauldrons and stuff like that. So here is, oh, this is the Bespin Guard. I'm sorry, I said this was an Imperial officer. This is not an Imperial officer, this is a Bespin Guard. So he has front and back printing. Nothing too crazy, but there's that little dude. I know he's a little hard to see on that camera. But yeah, you can see him. All right, we got another one of these. kind of not even sharp. The new Cody helmet, yeah. I don't know if they were announcing that there was like the P2 Cody helmet. Yeah, 212th all the way. They sell weapons, cloth pauldrons. Yep. I can't say I've ordered from them. I have ordered some other custom stuff from some other sellers. And again, since I'm more OG trilogy, it tends not to be the clones. And I don't think that CAC offers anything other than clones. Like, I don't know if they even have stormtroopers in there. I could be wrong. But that's where my heart's at. So that's awesome. Yeah, the P2 helmet. Yeah. Cool. So, yeah, they have them. Yep. So let's get this going here. I got to start with this, I think. And what color is that? That's kind of a weird. Okay, so I got to put two of these guys in. I just need to make sure this is down. Connect two of those. On we go. Now we're going to need 10 of these, so let's just start applying them. Looks like here. I am doing the right one, right? Yeah, so it's these. And it looks like we'll be attaching the smaller black ones in a minute. Just a little tough to see where these are. There's 3 right here, I guess. Oh yeah, you into Halo? I know there's a lot of Xbox fans out there that, yeah, they have. Hey, Iron Man, super popular over the last decade, so not surprising there. Oh, and I am guessing this gun belongs to the Bespin guard. So let's put the gun in his hand and show that off again. He's just got the small pistol. Not sure where that shows up. There we go. I always forget about their weapon. All right, so we got that. And now we're going to attach these 2 small black things. Go like that. That. Oops, did I miss a step? I missed the step right there. Some more of these guys right up here. Yeah, not big on Halo. Don't blame you. I was never into Xbox at all, so I never really played it. I think I played it like once at my niece and nephew's years and years ago. Alright, so this goes like so. Okay. 2 big black. And these are, I don't think I've ever owned, whatever you want to call them, wings or wedges this big. I guess they're wedges. All right, so these are angled on the inside, so that means that they're shaped like this. Okay. If I'm wobbling the camera, I apologize. Oh, Lord of the Rings, and I guess I haven't had any Lego sets for Lord of the Rings in a long time. Seems like there's some percolating interest in Lord of the Rings to return. And that's not these, of course. These and color is that? Is that black? I guess that's black. This goes here, here. This is such a bizarre design. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. Like all these pieces are kind of floating. Ah, the Shire set. All right, we need a few more of these. Sure I'm not skipping ahead here. 2, 3, 4, and 4 of these red oneies. Yeah, I guess I'm surprised that Lord of the Rings didn't have like a bigger period with Lego. Like, I don't know much, I don't really know anything about it, but it just does surprise me. It was such a huge series of movies and a lot of popularity with geeks in general that you'd figure that Lego would be a great fit for it. But I don't know if they did release a ton of them or only a few. And maybe, you know, those fantasy lovers, maybe they were looking into other things. I don't know what else was big with Lord of the Rings, but you know, D&D as a concept might have kind of had a comeback with Lord of the Rings fans, and maybe that's one of the things that they were doing instead of Lego. I don't know. I just don't know how their demographic tends to. But you figure Lego's super popular, you get lots of people to buy those sets. So. All right, I need 2 of these guys, need 2 of those and 2 of these red corners, and they go. Okay, that is a little bit more sturdy now. Perfect. All right. Hey, don't worry about you missing out on stuff. Everyone misses out on stuff. You could do a foolish thing like I did and go out and spend a lot of money for a set like this. But it probably isn't worth it for most people to do that. All right, so we're on step 9 here. I need 1 or 2 of those. 2 of those, 2 of the red bricks, and then 2 of these. Okay. Okay, those hang off the bottom edge. A little loose. Okay, again, sorry if I'm wobbling the camera. It seems like the table's a little bit wobbly. This and this. Of the tan, dark tan. Oops. So Bad Batch, again, more of the Clone Wars thing, and I was never into the, like prequels so much. I am probably going to be getting back on Disney Plus in, I don't know exactly when, but maybe the next few weeks, and obviously the timing of that for Bad Batch would make sense. I try to condense my streaming service viewing as densely as possible so I don't sit there paying for months with no content. So I might look into when Bad Batch begins and ends Obviously, it begins May 4th, I think, is the first episode, but I don't know when it ends. Hopefully, it's not like a super extended series, so maybe I would buy it for May, June, or something like that. If it's like a 6-month long series, that's a whole nother story. But I don't think they're doing that. All right, so what am I doing here? We're putting this stuff on top. I don't know what to start with. Let me start with this, since I can see it best. Not there. But it seems like there's a lot of fans about Bad Batch. There's a lot of theory crafting happening right now. Like, people are wondering what could be the plot line, who's involved, or they're traitors. All sorts of stuff is getting talked about, which is cool. Like that's awesome that the community is excited enough about it to be doing those things. So that's a good sign for the show. And I think the prequel era is starting to hit its stride. Yeah, it has at least 14 episodes. You're gonna watch it over and over. Yeah, hey, if the prequels and Clone Wars stuff is your jam, then there's no reason not to love that. Like, it's hitting its stride, because I think all the kids that grew up watching the prequels, kind of like I did watching the OG trilogy, as like a 5, 6, 7-year-old. I forget, Return of the Jedi would have been 8, I think. So it's impressionable on you at that point. So all the kids are just starting to hit adulthood and get jobs and everything and have disposable income. So I think in the next 10 years, this decade, there could be a lot of shift to offer prequel-focused content. Like, I think that's a serious possibility that all this stuff that we've had for the OG trilogy, that they're going to start pivoting towards prequel trilogy stuff. And yeah, some people are complaining about how that hasn't happened already, but I think it just, there hasn't been a market for it because everyone was so young that saw the movies. So I think Lucasfilm has kind of figured this out at this point. They know the demographic of all the people that buy their toys and everything, and now they're just itching to make those recurring profits happen. It's good for them. Good for them that they're aware of their audience enough to know what's going to come around, because I think LEGO will jump on that as well in the coming years. I'm sure Bad Batch will do really well. 20 prequel sets, yeah, there you go. You're in that crew. So you're going to be eating this up. And a lot of the streamers are. A lot of the folks that are doing LEGO Star Wars streams, they're all into the prequels and clones and everything. Most of them are younger than me, so that's what I'll point out there. So not surprising. Let's okay, I think we're good there. We're just going to move on. Yes, that is done. So now we're building this thing. Such weird strategies that they have you do for builds. This one goes like so. And there's a red thing sticking off here. Yeah, so I've been interested enough, at least in the clones and rebels. Like all the talk that's been happening, there's been a lot of hype about people going back and watching it. That because I also haven't seen anything new on Disney Plus I might go in there, and I presume that they're going to have all the cartoons in there as well. I don't know that, but I will. I need to watch the Marvel shows, and I've been kind of waiting for them to kind of wrap up so I can just watch all of them in 1 month. But obviously, watching all the Disney Plus shows, and then there's the HBO Max content that I want to watch. It starts getting a little dicey to try and commit to it all in 1 month. So I got to figure out when I'm going to buy into what and see what. Okay, so that one's done. We're on to 6 here. Flip this. All right, and then flip it back. There. Okay, now this connects somehow. What am I doing here? Okay, that's kind of weird. And we're kind of doing, I think we're going to build another thing over here. Okay, get some of these, get some of these, get some of this. Can't remember what pieces I had exactly, but all right. This square on top. This here. This facing this way. This here. On top, I think. Yes. Flip. Put that there. These go. Oops, I didn't put something under the plate. This goes there. Okay. And this goes on top. Looks good. And now we attach this here. Okay. Both of these. That's 2 of those. Yeah, so I gotta say, WandaVision, like the promo video with like the TV show look to it, it was a turn off for me. Like I was like, there's no way I'm watching this. This looks so bad. I don't need to watch, derivative content like that. But hearing a little bit more about it after the series ended, and again, I don't like spoilers at all, but it just seemed like, okay, that was just kind of a tiny piece of the story. They're kind of explaining the scenario that's going on there. And so I think I'll enjoy it a lot more than I originally envisioned. But when I first saw those commercials, I was like, there's no way I am spending money to see this show. It's just not going to happen. Just did not look appealing to me at all. I got to figure out where the heck where am I putting this? Yes, this goes here. And that means this goes here. Okay, that goes there. This goes above it. And these red dots just go here. So yeah, now I'm interested in seeing what happens with WandaVision. Although I gotta say, I invested a lot of emotional energy into Marvel over the past decade, so I was happy to move on when Infinity War ended or whatever, and Endgame and all that stuff. So let's see where we are. Oh, we're still flipped over. I didn't skip anything. Nope. So yeah, definitely I was ready to move on, and so LEGO I found Lego at just the right time. Well, maybe not just the right time, but it was a good time to get into Lego. Very confused where I'm supposed to put that. But yeah, I really liked following the whole Marvel saga. It was a lot of fun to watch that along the way. Definitely the greatest cinematic like thread storyline ever. Even if it's not like something that you would personally appreciate as a storyline, just the fact that they did it with all those movies and everything, like it'll never be done again. Especially like all the superstars that were in that series, like all these, super popular actors and actresses and everything. Just stunning that they pulled it off. Without anyone quitting, without it all, without Hollywood drama ruining things. Like it is just amazing that it worked out. Now I'm sure that started to cost Disney a pretty penny, but towards the end, like I'm sure Robert Downey Jr. was like, 100 million or we don't have a conversation. And they were like, yes, Robert Downey Jr., 100 million, that's exactly what we're going to give you. It was not even a negotiation at that point because it was too risky to upset those superstars at that point. Was there anything else I missed here? No. All right, 17. Keep trying to plug away on this. Just got to get this done. 1, 2. 1. That's it? That just hangs over? That's bizarre design. These go here, here. So yeah, I am slowly warming up to considering watching more Marvel content. I used to play one of the Marvel games, mobile games, and it's got it to be a little too something for me, and I ditched that several years ago. And then it was only the movies that I was into. And then once that whole series ended, I said, "Oh, phew, I can put down my emotional investment in this whole series." Do I need anything else, sir? That's it. All right, we're moving on. Here we go. We're building whatever this is. Almost no extra parts here. That's weird. Almost none. Okay, and then we're gonna flip this over. And this sits right on that. Okay, there we go. Bag 1 is done. What does that look like? It doesn't look like much of anything. It doesn't look like much of anything. And there were only three extra parts in there, which seems a little low. All right, so now I gotta go digging through this bag to find the next Go digging through the box, find the next bag here. God, I thought I ordered these. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I made zero effort to order them. Oh, there it is. Of course, it's not a very big bag. Take a second here and try and put these back in reverse order. Gently. I didn't happen to notice a bag 10. Has me concerned, but if I don't have a bag 10, we'll pick it up when I get there. Let me dump it all out so I can see what that guy got here. Okay. Do I have a bag 10? Oops. Yep, there's a bag 10. Okay. And now I can just put this all back in reverse order. 13. 12. 11. 10. 9. 7. 6. 4. Another 5. Oh, 7. Multiple 7s, multiple 10s. 3. All right, there we go. Put that back out in front. Sorry for all the crackling there. Unless I misread, I think this is the only bag 2. That's unusual design. They usually put all those rolly pieces in a small bag inside. Maybe they weren't doing it back then and that's what they learned. Hey, we can't be putting these in the big bags. All right, so I will be careful with that. And so yeah, so we're just gonna be extending out this base. It looks like now we're giving it a little bit of that round shape, which you can kind of see that oval shape there. But now it looks like it's gonna get filled in. All right, so step 19. Yes. One of these. And that's going to bounce at the bottom. All right. Right there. Staying on the bottom. Three. These mount inside here, upside down. What do we do? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oops. That did not come off of that. Still on the bottom. Now we're putting in bunch of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. How do these go? And then what? 2 of those black. Okay, and they go. It's there, I guess. And these start just lining up right there, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, now we're building that arch, or that curve, I'll say. No. Black 1E. And 2. So that will sit on top. Okay, so that's the end of building that piece, I guess. And we're building a second piece. These. Oops, I'm gonna grab one. Okay. I need a black 1E. Two 4s. Okay, and now I think we're matching these guys together. There we go. Curve is built. Now we're building probably this top piece up here. Let's put that out of the way. these. And one of those. Oh, I need 3. One of those, one of these, one of these, and these 2. And I missed something. Kind of wonder why I had that 2 out. Okay, well, let's just see if this matches up. And it does. I just do wonder if maybe there's supposed to be something there, but it doesn't look like it. All right. Now we're going to do this. Snot technique there. And that now goes, oh, I put it upside down. Okay. Let's not put it upside down. Okay. So this fits right there. None of this other stuff fits. What's going on? Did I build this wrong? There's no way, because I followed the directions. Yeah, that is not going to fit, I don't think. There we go. All right, I was wrong. There we go. We're getting it. Strange. I've never seen that build technique before, although it's based, I mean, I can't say I've seen a lot of build techniques, but for a Lego set, I haven't seen that done yet. So that's proper snot adoption there, I think. We're doing. All right, so it looks like we're going to build the other side next. So what do I need? We need a 1x4. And this. And this goes on top. And then a 2 right behind it. Okay, stack those, put it on top of this, put that there, and that, and now we need a 1 square and this. There we go. That's one piece. It's going to connect onto here. We pretty much say we're doing all this. Ugh. Come on. You can do it. Why is that not popping in? Okay, that connects on here. And now I connect that here. That goes something like this. Come on. Okay, there we go. Starting to look familiar. And there were 2 extra pieces, a whole whopping 2 extra pieces in that bag. All right, next, or stage. Next stage 3. I don't think that there are multiple for 3, so we're gonna get right into it. Okay, so we're going to be building on top of this. First things first, this thing in the center. And then these 2 giant plates next to it. Never seen those before, of course. That was it, right? 2 of those, 1 of those. 1, 2. 1, 2. are the short ones. Are they in here? 1, 2. I can't tell how long those are. Are they 3? I think those are what? What are those? 1, 2, 3. It looks like they're 4s. All right, so they're 4s. Okay. So let's take this. Right here. This is a very weird design. Like this brick is just floating on one of its studs. It's very peculiar. Very, very peculiar. Whatever. Oh, I was in the wrong spot. Wait, huh? Oh, what? What? Oh, it's in front. I was like, what? What is going on here? Okay. There we go. Solve the floating issue. There we go. Much, much better. Okay, and what did we do with these guys? I think I see this. Presumably there's a square one here. All right. And then the same over here. And there. All right. Okay, so they want stickers on. I am not putting stickers on right now, for sure. Faux show, I'm definitely not going to do that. As UCS said, I probably will do it eventually, but definitely not right now. Where does this go? Here. Right there. All right. There it is. Okay, just in the front, fill this in. Oh, that's loose. Okay. And then they just have us cover it up immediately. What do I need? 1 blue, 2 red corners. And then I guess these 2 gray, I guess. This 1 blue is centered behind that. These go this way. And then we need 2 red. 1 by, 4 by? Or I'm sorry, 3 or 4. There, 4. All right, perfect. There it is, starting to take shape. And that was the only other, okay. So now we're putting on 2 more of these curved pieces. And they curve right here and here. Two of these, 4 of those. All right. this. This. All right. Ooh, it's coming together. It is coming together, and I just realized this is the rear, not the front. It looks just like that. See that? All right, here we got the green pieces, the two large gray pieces. And then two of these, which go where? Right here. Go up one. Okay. And now we need the 3x1s, 1x3s. Those and one of these. What's this? I think this right next to it. This is on there. Sorry, not turning the camera there. And I did not need two of those, all right. Okay, now I need one of these. I need this one. Okay. I'll take this and a red. That will mount right there. And now look at that. Look at that. Beautiful curve. Okay, and now we're turning our attention to this side. So I'm going to follow this. 2, 1, 3, 2, and where does that one go again? It goes right here. There we go. Okay, grab this. There we go. Guess I didn't squish some of this stuff down enough. It's looking good. It is looking good. Okay, we need 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. Okay. Here, maybe? What am I doing? Something does not line up there. What am I doing? Something does not line up there. What am I doing with this? Yes, okay. Just loops around that. All right. Okie doke. Well, there's a rare piece. Well, from my perspective, I've never seen it before, and I only have one of them. Do this. Do this. Oh, I guess I have 2 of them. My bad, because I wasn't reading. Okay. I think they're saying that lines up on top of here somehow. Yep, like so. There we go. Why there are these little gaps? I guess they'll just cover it up or something. It's a little surprising, but all right, there we go. Covered up. Covered up beautifully. And this thing now weighs a lot. So look at that. A beautiful curve that they've made. And we need just a couple of these. Oh, we need a few more pieces. I'm not paying attention. Go there and there. This goes there and there. All right. Those. Need these. Need these. And what do you know? We need these. That just leaves us one piece. So, like this. Okay, so this goes next to that, followed by this, presumably, somehow. Followed by that. All right, that's looking good. Ooh, look at that, now it's all red and gray. The green just disappeared now. Sorry if that was loud. Okay, now we need a couple of things from here. And 6 tiles. these things go. Oh, I see. Right here. And these go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Voila! There's only one last piece. And I was flipping this over and putting this up here. I was kind of wondering if that's going to be like the seat for Boba Fett or something, but no, it has nothing to do with that whatsoever. All right, now we are on to bag 4. So let's take a look at this. The rear of the UCS Slave-1. Hey, if you are checking this out and you like it, please smash that like button. That would be appreciated. All right. I try and stream all my bigger builds. Some of the small ones I've done, I've not bothered with. But yeah, let's get this bag 4 going. Just kind of looking it over there. Just going to take this chunky piece and remove it from the field of play. All right. Some of these beautiful large red pieces out of the way. Okay, and this just goes centered. Those on it. Don't know exactly. Yeah, I guess gotta move it over one more. There we go. There we go. They should just overlap like that. That's a 4, okay. What color was that other? It was light gray. Okay, it was. Always stinks when they have the 2 different grays in the same phase. And then 2 of these. All right, so we'll do this and this, followed by this, and this. thought they had me. Oh, there was 2. Not bad. I want the one with the holes in it. Doesn't matter. Yes, I guess this is the one I want. Come on. Okay, do that twice. These mount like what? Where do they go? Okay. It's hard to tell the colors on some of these sometimes. The lighting is at dusk right now, so no new light coming in. All right, so we got all that. Step 12. Two of these. Two of these. Okay, so that goes there. Goes there. What did I do? I screwed that up over here. All right. All right. 2 big round red pieces. Chunky. They are chunky. All right. These guys. What? Just seems like a poorly balanced design there, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Now these guys are chunky, look at that. Massive, massive pieces. What do I do here? I'll just line up that. So those are, I think, all of the rare pieces, or they're some of the rarest pieces on the sets, so you can't just get those. All right, so this goes here, and 2 more over here. This and that. All right. Now, is that a 1x3? 2. Those are, what color is that? That is green. All right. So there's our sand green coming in for the first time. Which is mirrored. This goes outside of that. And then where do these fit? In the front. And they do, okay, so they do hang over. There we go. Slick design there. It's really taking shape. One, 2, 3, 4. This is all of the tiles that they have here, it seems like. So this goes 1, 2, that. All right. Oh, was that dark gray or light gray? What is that color? Looks like it's got to be dark gray. And then 2 of these. Okay, so this lines up. This comes down 1. Where do these red guys go? They do just go here. Okay. Get a little snot action going there. That'll work perfectly. Because I've learned that it's a row of these things followed by 2 layers, followed by another row of studs, and that is the right size. So those will match for any plate that goes across them. Okay, so now we are doing a whole bunch of tiny stuff. What is this? 2 of these. 2 of those. Oh, just 1 of those. 1 of those. 2 light gray. One of those, one of those. All right. There's another one. Cool. Stacking plates. And somehow I think I missed that. I need 2 of these. Yeah. Alright, so just built that. And this now comes on here. Like so. Just snot. I just snotted on there. Perfect. That's the first time I've seen, I mean, this build is the first time I've ever seen snot, like significant snot techniques used for the build. Very cool. All right, so now we're probably building the other side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. One of these. One of these. One of these. There were 1 by 4, so I got to stack on something. See if I got that direction right. Yes, I did. All right, and then this can just snot on. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, we're still on the bottom. Six. What does that do? It just goes symmetrical. So do this. Gray, and that goes on the front here, I guess. It doesn't go on the frontier, it goes on the front here. All right. All right. Okay, now we're building a whole lot more. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. we go. And this connects right there. It's not style, just went in. Easy peasy. Okay, time to do the other side. One of these, one of those, and one of these. And we start with the 4 on the 3. Just on that. Hanging off the back. Bloop. Right on. 24 done. Finally flipping it over. Look at how chunky this whole thing is looking. It's looking pretty good. Okay, so we need both of those. Need these guys. Are they really right on top? I guess they are. No other way to put them. Here we go. Am I? Oh, they go in the very front. Let's go like what? What do they do here? This guy goes on top of this one, like so. And that goes there. Awesome. Very cool. Now let's hit this. Goes like that. Makes it a nice smooth connection. They're obviously designed together. These are uber rare parts here. And then you flip it and just snot it on. And you end up with this beautiful front end of the ship. And now the sticker. All right, so we're done with that, and we're on to step 5, which has us building stage 5, which has us building something that looks like a frame. So there are 2 bags, which they don't show, but there are in fact 2 bags. Bag 5 and the big bag 5. And there's another, so I have a tiny bin here that I'm going to regret having all of this in there. So a bunch of this stuff I can take out, and we will try to organize it a little bit like that. The only stuff I want to keep in there is the stuff that's round, that's likely to roll away. This stuff is all likely to roll away. There we go, close enough. And that lets me dump all this stuff in there. technically there were 3 bags for stage 5. Hey there, Brick Grandmaster, welcome. As you can see, well, you can't see right now because I don't have it showing. We've built the back end of the Slave-1. And this is now the front end of the Slave-1. And so ultimately they're going to connect something like that. But I think we're about to find out exactly how to do the frame. Let me just get those out of the way. How's your night going? Happy weekend. And we're up to stage 5 here, which I just said had 3 total bags inside it. And it looks like I'm building this framework here, so I'm going to get going on it. Okay, that goes here. I am a big OG Star Wars fan, so this is definitely one of the vehicles I was dying to get. I do own the 20th anniversary one, and that was definitely fun because that was the first set I had as an adult to put together last fall. But this one, obviously, it's just so much better. It's so much better, so much bigger, so much more fun. All right, and I can't tell what they're saying about this. I guess they both go in on this side. I always kind of wonder if these are supposed to be alternating directions or what, but they didn't really make it clear, so I'm not going to worry about it. Yeah, do you own this set? Oh, and I got to put on a few of these guys. I have to say, buying it in today's market is not cheap. So I certainly hope that you manage to get it at retail, as opposed to being a sucker like me. All right. Yeah, I gotcha. So you, sounds like you must have multiple sets. You have any other UCS sets? Like I have the Falcon behind me, which if you see my Instagram or my Twitter, I've had some pictures of that out there. And that is my favorite set by far right now. I think this one will be my second favorite. All right, so we got that. Oh yeah, with not numbered bags, but you weren't missing any parts, right? Because that would be, oh boy, on a set like this, that I guess if it happened a long time ago, it wouldn't have been too painful to buy the parts, maybe, relatively speaking. But today, like, the windscreen is like a $200 part or something. Like, if you try and buy it, maybe just $125 or something. But it's super expensive. I actually looked at, like, should I just buy the rare pieces? And I saw that as like $100 for a piece of plastic glass. And I said, you know what? Let me just buy the full set. I don't want to buy someone's used windscreen and find out that it's got scratches all over it or something, and that would irk me to no end. Of course, I need one of these and one of these. Oh wait, it's not that. What is it? Okay, now I need a bunch of connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4. One big one, 2 tiny blue. So this thing goes in here. This goes in here. This goes in there. One, skip one. Where do these guys go? Second to last. Oh, I think I'm missing a bunch of these. Did I did miss a bunch of them. My bad. I wasn't paying attention. I'll have to put all these in. Oh, and then this is actually on the other side over here. Oh, yeah, I hear you. It does help with the price a lot, I'm sure. And then, yeah, sometimes you don't get the figures. Yeah, that's, you know, like obviously you can go on eBay, you can buy, you know, lots of stuff. You can buy people that have, you know, poorly worded posts about whether the set's complete or not, and just kind of hope that you get enough of it. Personally, I was like, I just want to make sure I have everything, and I don't want it to be in terrible condition or something like that. So, but yeah, I can see the draw for buying used for some of these massive UCS sets, or just expensive ones. Any set really, like it does make sense if you're not like hung up on the figures. Okay, so let me get this here and then skip 2, and then that's 1, 2. Come in. Okay, corrected that little mistake. What color is that? Clear? I think they're saying that's clear. All right, there are a bunch of clear ones in here, but it's, and that just goes on the end. Then this here, and this there. Step 10. Upside down. I just bought some new shelves. My first LEGO presentation shelves, and I'm excited to be able to finally have a place to put the Legos that I've bought. Like so. And so I've already got my Falcon on there. This will certainly end up on there. It won't be happening tonight, I don't think. This is a big build, but it will eventually happen. Which, I don't know when I'm going to finish this build. Maybe I'll finish this build tomorrow. I got to figure that out. I got to take a look at the weather, see if I want to do something outside. But if the weather's bad, I will probably prioritize getting this. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on either side of this. One of the things I I like about this particular set is it's been using a lot of snot techniques and stuff, and now I'm getting into Technics, and so there's a lot of different build styles that are in this. Okay, so that's done, and we're mounting it onto this piece. And where does it mount exactly? That doesn't even look like it's connected. What are they doing here? They just show it kind of like sitting there or something? I'm confused. Okay. Looking at the diagram, this is not actually connected, but Logic would have it right here, I think. But on the diagram, it's not even on there. It's just hovering. Well, there's nowhere else for this to hover, so you either connect it there or it doesn't get connected at all. Okay, that's what I think it does right there. We'll see what happens. Okay, now it's time for the other side. Let me move this out of the way. Get going on this. Need a few of these. Ooh, whoa, whoa. After this set, though, I don't know that there is, I mean, if I was rich, I would buy all the UCS sets, but I don't know that there's any more UCS sets that I'm really super dying to get. Like, it was really the new Falcon and this one. I had taken a look at like the Sandcrawler, which I think is interesting, but I don't know that it's worth my money or my time. It's this giant brown box, and I just couldn't justify that, in my opinion. But if I had it, I'd be happy. And there are other sets I've looked at, like Jabba's Palace, Jabba's Barge. I've considered all those, but all secondary at this point for me. But I win a lottery, I'm buying all of them. Yeah, so I did hear about the gunship. Are you a big fan of the prequels? I'm taking it you are, as a lot of people are. Yes. Oh, whoa, I screwed up. That is not done. What do I gotta do there? I skipped a step, that's why. Where is this 1x4? There it is. You only hate the sequels. Yeah, that's a common opinion. And personally, I am not a huge fan of the sequels either. I think they were just a little too scattered, and if they had a cohesive plot, it would have been entertaining. But I think they kind of dropped the ball on it a little bit. And did I? I did not put something in the right place there, did I? What is that? Is that a 6? What did I do? Oh, I put it over in the wrong spot. There we go. But yeah, and for the prequels, I was not growing up when the prequels came out. I was already an adult in college, and actually I was out of college when that it started. And so I enjoyed them. The lightsaber duels were amazing. And for us, like, that had endured the terrible lightsaber battles of the original trilogy, that's one of the things that really stood out. It's like, wow, look at the acrobatics and all the blade work that they do. It was very impressive. That said, you know, episode 1 was like even a travesty back then. Like, what is this Jar Jar Binks character? This is like the Ewoks all over again. So I never really got emotionally invested in it, although I did love to follow the trilogy at the time, because it was just amazing. It was amazing that there was another Star Wars trilogy happening. We had kind of gone through this period where it was like, is that it? We're only getting these 3 movies? And then he announced that he was working on them, and everyone just went bonkers in the 90s. Or whenever, I think he was doing the special editions. That's what really got some of the hype going. And then he announced after that, hey, we're going to do the prequels. Jar Jar for life. Yeah. And it was just like, if the internet was a bigger thing back then, it just would have been brutal, savage teardowns of those movies, especially episode 1. Like, it was not super popular, and the internet hadn't really taken off. Obviously it was on its way, but it's not the internet that we have today. So all right, so how do I place all these guys? 1, 2. 1, 2. This goes here. And then I think it goes here. And this goes all the way down here. I don't know why I have more of these out. Why did I get more of those out? There aren't any. Yes, correct. And then this is on the other side, right here. But yeah, one of those scenes, one of those epic scenes, was when Darth Maul lit up his second lightsaber blade, and everyone was like, "No way! He's got a two-bladed saber. This is crazy. What are they gonna think of next?" You know, coming from the 80s, this was mind-blowing stuff. And obviously the kids of this millennium are spoiled with all the cartoons and all the variety of Jedi that they've seen, and these are not things that I got to experience as a kid in the original trilogy. So yeah, back to the gunship. I think it could be super. It's going to be super popular. End of story. It's going to be super popular. But for me, I don't think I would get it, because again, it is a prequel trilogy thing, and there's probably very little that I would get. Like, if there was I don't even, like, there's maybe those like U-wings, and I don't know what was really shown in some of the prequels that were like the fighter ships and that sort of thing. Those are probably the only types of things I would consider U-wings. And again, I don't even know if they were in that trilogy. But there aren't many things that really would get my attention to buy for prequel. There could be, but I don't think there's gonna be. Skip 2, there and there, and I think that's it. Yes, that is that. Nothing missed. Okay, and that now lets me put this on. This and that said, you know, for all the kids that did actually like Jar Jar, like, hey, good for you guys. Like, you got to enjoy something more out of that than some of us old folks did. 1, 2, 3, and it's this one. Okay. Oh, and the marketing was all over the place back then. Like everywhere, everything was Phantom Menace this, Phantom Menace that. Get your toothbrush Phantom Menace. Like that's when it really broke out, and there was just uber marketing of everything, and it just kind of, I think it killed itself in that regard. Like people were just at the end of the day like, all right, enough. I don't need Jar Jar toothpaste for my kids. But that then led to the boom that is Lego, right? And then that got Lego's eye like, hey, maybe we could market other brands with our product. What do you think? I don't even know when they started that sort of thing. Like back in the 80s, they had done like an Exxon Mobil gas station, which looking at it today is like, it's pretty cringe that they were partnering up with like, and this was before the Exxon Valdez accident happened, which if you don't know, that was like an enormous oil spill that happened in Alaska back in the mid to late 80s, and it like destroyed the reputation of Exxon Mobil. But so it was before then, but the fact that they were partnering up with like this gas company, this is a little weird, like why are they doing this with this gas company? But given that their product is based on plastic, and plastic is based on petrol materials, petrol-based products, like it shouldn't have surprised anyone, I guess. And probably adults were like, oh, this makes sense. I understand why this is happening. What the heck am I doing? Okay, so yeah, they didn't have it mounted there. This is very confusing. Now they have it mounting all the way out here. All right, that was bizarre. That was bizarre. Yeah, I'm so confused about what was going on here. I got to go back to that first picture of the last one because. Oh, so there's the arrows. I didn't even see those tiny red arrows. All right. That's a pain to get in there. Okay, so let me see if I can get this one in here because I can see it well. Okay, there we go. Gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. All right. Oh, and I left that piece off here. Fortunately, that's not a big mistake. There we go. All right, so now we have that center frame, which I think is going to immediately be able to connect to the bottom piece. Get back down here. Yep, and there we go. So we've connected those. This now comes in, and we line it up and push these through somehow. Oh, that's such a satisfactory sensation when those things slot in there perfectly. And there we go. We have the frame and most of the base of the Slave-1. And I don't know if this is going to get filled in with anything else, but it's going to be at least a wing, right? So awesome. All right, so how long have I been going for here? I've been going for 2 hours. Let's see how much further I can take this. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Like I said, I have some other streams with other sets I've put together, and some other smaller videos with some classic Legos that I have. I do, as a child of the 80s, I grew up with Lego and have a whole bunch of sets that I've rediscovered from my parents. and I have showcased a couple of those. And so that's been fun to kind of go back and look at some of those. All right, so we got 4 of these to put on. 1, 2. God, I haven't seen these giant bricks in forever. These are another classic Lego brick. I don't know if they were all 3 by or if they were 4 by. Yeah, the trend is Lego is shrinking. All Lego is getting smaller. And, you know, this does have some enormous pieces on it, but, you know, the trend is clearly that they're making smaller pieces and smaller sets. All right, so where is this? These 2. All right, let's get going. And then this long, what color is that? Is that black? Gray? What color is that? Gray? All right. Just kind of staring at the picture to see what direction this goes. What orientation it goes in, at least. All right, there we go. And now these tube things. As you can tell, I'm very, very savvy with the labels of the parts. It's a tube thing. That's the official label I give it. Two dark gray. Can't say I've seen these. Okay, and then these go on either end. And then the giant black piece goes here. And this goes on the other side. Oh, you're going to make me figure out exactly which one that goes through? Oh, I am missing something. Something is missing here. I screwed up. What did I do there? Or is it not? No, it's going to come from this. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Here we go. All right. Yep, and now those are filled in. Okay, got it. And now we're building something on the other side, I guess. There it is. I gotta fish out some pieces here. 1, 2, 3 of those tubey things. Two of those. The other one of those gears. This. Ooh. And then the last 2 of those. Hey there, welcome. We are, I forget what bag we're in, bag 5. We're in bag 5 right now, 4, 5. And so we are cruising along here on this build. And I'm having a blast. This is a lot of fun, this build. They got a lot of interesting techniques, and you know, like a snot technique for a lot of the base. And now we're obviously doing a lot of technic work here. All right. Put the tube thingies on here. And then these two go in the ends. And then this just goes on the other side. Just like this. There we go. It spins. It's connected all the way through. Awesome. So those wings are going to spin together. All right. Now we need these trans blue. These are a very light trans blue. I thought that the trans blue pieces were a little darker, but maybe this is an even lighter shade. These two ginormous things, and then two of these tan stick thingies, connectors. All right, so this, like so. Okay, that. Hey, no worries, guys. You do you. Please come back, spread the word that there is an awesome build going on. All right, and these guys are the engines that go right here. Seems odd to put those on right now, but whatever. Maybe we're not going to be back on this side or something. So now we're moving on to something else. I'm going to put that aside and grab the big plate. And then we're doing some tiling on this. One of these and two of those. That piece. All right, so looks like we're gonna have what, a gap of one there maybe, and this. This on top, this there, and this there. All right, perfect. Love these saw blade things, like they're whatever, the gear teeth, whatever you want to call them. They seem like a fun piece. Seems like you could do a lot with them from a greebling perspective, and as well as being functional. That would be fun if you had a whole bunch of them. You could make it like a, I'm guessing you could make like a door. You could use that for making a door. And these face this way. 1, 2. You could like raise and lower a door with this on the side of it or something. And then these one. 1, 2. No, 2. Where's the other one? There it is. I'm staring right at it. Okay. And we need a couple of 2x3 plates on the end. Tiles, 2x3 tile. I'm sorry, 1x3 tiles. Here we go. Another 1x3. Then this arch. I don't think I've seen this arch before. It's got like a lip on it. That's going to go here. These parts are breaking my brain right now. What is that? This goes like this. And I think like a dark gray 1E. Right next to that. And then the arch thing comes down. Is that a different color? Holy cow. That's not cool. That's like, I don't know how this is going to show up. That's frustrating. I don't know if there was a quality control issue back in the day, but, and I'm missing a piece, but that gray is different from the other two grays that are there. Technically it's in between. It's supposed to be this light gray, but it's ever so slightly darker. Disappointing. Boy, is that disappointing. I mean, just from an aesthetic perspective, yeah, it just kind of stands out. When the kit's sitting on the shelf, you're probably not going to notice it, but still, fact remains, it's not the same color. Huh. I've never seen, I can't say I've seen that, especially in like a brand new set. If this was a old set and it had naturally yellowed, I'd understand. But that's not what this is. Okay, this. Top is the same thing as before, just in the opposite direction. What are we doing here? This. Yeah, and the same thing with that gray piece. Both of them. Both of those arches. Both of those arches are a slightly darker gray. I'm sure that wasn't intentional. Okay, I can't tell what that piece is, but it looks like some sort of central piece is what we're going to be building here. Put this aside, and we need this. And where's that black piece? Dark gray square. This piece, okay. Okay. Light gray. Light gray. And Let's see if these grays are the same or different or what. Again, I think they're different. Maybe they're better. I don't have enough. Yeah, no, I think they're still different. One of them is darker. Yeah, there's still some slight color difference. I think they were like changing the dye or something, and it must have still had darker gray in it. Not a huge deal, but it doesn't show up that bad. It's not that drastic, and it's not uneven. It's just a slightly different color on those two arches. Okay, so now I need this, this, and this. Here, and this there, and that connects here. All right, and now that connects here. So, is that a, what the heck were they? I was going to say Nebulon. Is that a Klingon bird of prey? Almost looks like it, right? Except for the hammerhead shape in the middle. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, that's super, super delicate. All right. It's going on the bottom. It's going on, but this doesn't make any sense. I don't know why this would go in here, but they say it's inserting into here. Okay, gotcha. Does this connect somewhere? They don't show the final picture of what it's supposed to look like, so you're kind of left wondering, do I have everything in the right spot? Something in the wrong spot? Okay, looks like we're building the thing up here, this engine. So let's get going. Right in the middle. Two of these on the outside. And what's that in the middle? I guess they're dark gray because they can't be black. It must be dark gray. There are no blacks, so. A bunch of these again. Dark gray. There's a whole bunch of round 1x1 plates. Those are obviously what we're going to have here in a second. All of these. Okay, this goes here. Here, these go here. And here, and then presumably, just going to put that there. It doesn't really matter. It's upside down now. Push the guy out of the way. Okay, so now we need to put all these things down, and it'll be easier if that's not on there. So, lesson learned. Oh, I screwed up. I just completely screwed up. Okay. I screwed up. I screwed up. Yep, I screwed up. I screwed up. Okay. Let's try that again. Just completely ignore the directions and do whatever the heck I feel like, right? Let's just go do our own thing. One, 2, 3. This will look a lot better. I was like, there's only 6? Why are there only 6 of these things in here? I got a whole bunch of extra. I don't get it. All right, this hole. So we're going to go to the edge. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Voila. And that somehow just connects here. Connects here. All right, right here. There we go. A little hard to show. Well, I'll show it on this camera. There you go. You can see that. I know the color on this camera is a little off. Next, here we go. All right, we need this, these. This in the middle. This on top. And then one more out here. All right. And this bridges something up here, right here. There we go. Okay, now we're left with this dish. Oops, 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 oops. I don't know where that connected. Delicate, don't grab it. Learn my lesson. One of those, one of these, and this also. Okay, so we want this on there. This going through it. This on top. Ooh, didn't know that would fit inside there. Okay. And that seemingly just goes through here. What that looks like. All right. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Here we go. Oh, 12 and 12 of these. All right, these are going all over. I see double stack stuff. Okay, so this is going to be a pain. Okay. Come on, click. 2. 3. 4. All the parts look the same, like there's the round 1x1 tiles and round 1x1 plates, and they all look identical until you grab them and you're like, oh, I found a plate, and now I need to, oh, there's another plate. There's another plate. I need to find a tile. Where's the tile? Okay, that's 6. Oh, yeah, I'm just going to be doing all of these, I presume. I don't want to do any extras though, because I'll never get them apart. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, uh-oh. Are you serious? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Did I lose one? Or it could have been in the bag and I could have thrown it to the ground. Because it's clear and I wouldn't have been able to see it inside the bag. This definitely would have been one of the small bags. Oh, I don't notice it, but yeah, I'm missing one. Great. Let me just move the ship again. I don't think anything rolled off the table. Yeah, I have two round tiles. And I am missing one of them, and they did say 12. That says 12. Huh. Okay, well, I don't have 12. That's a disappointment. I will submit to LEGO on that. Where did the last two go? There. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, oh, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh, so they don't go in the middle here. Okay, they don't go there. Fine. Fine, have your way. That's weird. Why they don't go there? Maybe they're a different color? Nope. Interesting. So yeah, I am missing a clear 1x1 and yeah, there's the smallest of chances that it fell on the floor, but I was pretty careful about emptying those bags, so I think I would have even seen a clear piece. But yeah, we don't have it. All right. Okay, moving on. Two of these. 2 of these. 4 of these. 1, 2, 3. 4. I can't even tell what am I looking at there. The gray. Those are the short gray. Take this. two on top. Put that in there. Okay, we got two of them, and they mount right here and here. Well, that looks a little different than I would. Okay, well, maybe I just extend this out. Yeah, maybe that's what they're supposed to do for now. Unsure. Okay, now we flip. Oh, and it's not flat. That's frustrating. It's not flat. Let me look at this. I want to know if that's supposed to be lower or not. They don't really make it clear, like. I guess I'll push it in so it's flat. Yeah, it seems smarter. All right, there we go. Now we need these two, these two, these two, these two. Two tiny wedges, 1 by red wedges. And this stuff all goes where? Up here. This does go next to that. These guys sit here. Okay. We're on to bag 6. That was a big bag right there. That was a big bag. Let's get bag 6 going. That's 7, 6. Oh, 6. Oh wait, that's 9. What's this? 10. All right, bag 6. We got a figure. And it looks like it's gonna be Han Solo getting sent to the carbonite. And there he is. That's my second one of these because it came in the other. Actually, that's just. It frustrates me to no end that you can't stand this figure up. Lego, why did you do that? But you could, I guess, get a grip piece and hold it up vertically, but still, why? Why did they do that? That's not even on. You know, they want it to be connectable or something, but still, I think it was a bad decision. Very, very poor decision to do that. I would have rather had them make it brick-like than do what they did. So there's Han Solo. I'll just do a quick sanity check. Lego. Looks like Lego in there. Ooh. Obviously, this wouldn't be a figure that people are necessarily after. Come on. And Lego. It's all marked. For all these sets that I buy from random people over the internet, I'm going to be checking things like the figures in particular, just to make sure. And so I'm not sure that anyone will be after this guy per se, but these are all marked with Lego. Yep, Lego group. What is that year on there? I can't make that out. Maybe it says 2008, but I don't think this is not that old, so it's got to be, I thought it was like 2013, 2014 or something. Okay. So we got him put together, and now we're going on to whatever this portion of the frame is. Try now to move this all back. A lot of Technic connectors. Or whatever they're called, pins. I don't know what they're called, forgive me. What piece? What piece? Light gray? Am I doing this with? I'm doing this with the wrong piece. Lego, why do you do this to me? Oops, not that. Let's get two. And two on the other side, it looks like. And just going to connect another one on this side. Tile on the end. Here. And this goes underneath. Oops. Oh, where's that going? What? Okay, I guess that goes there. Now this goes here. This goes here. These directions are super repetitive. All right, so let's take this out, take this out. This out, all right, 2, 2, 2. Lots of these plates, 1, 2, 3. I need a bunch more. 4. Get these facing each other, all right. 2 more facing each other. 2 more. Okay. And then that is topped off with this. And then we fill in all the holes, boys. Fill in all the holes. And then dark gray. Oh God, it's a pain. God. Go on, go on. You gotta be kidding me, come on. There we go. All right. With the one side done, that should make the other side easier. Spoken like a true idiot. That didn't get easier. All right, there we go. Good, good, good. And now this connects on through that second hole right there. Okay, check. Now we're gonna build the other side of that, which means a wing. One of these, one of these. Black connectors, I think there's a blue connector. Let's go. Oh, this black thing goes. I can't see what the heck is going on there. This is right here. That means that this goes on like so. Skip one, put that in there. And on this side, and that side, all right. The wing starts where? There? Yes. And we just need this here. Oakley dokley. This goes here, that goes there, I bet. There we are. Symmetrically connected, didn't miss anything. Everything looks the same. Perfect. This now connects. Here we go. And it connects. Up here somewhere. Looks like it connects right up against this. That's, well, yeah, that looks right. All right. Orange brick. I don't know what the heck I'm doing with that, but can't move this back out of the way. Okay. Ooh, looking sleek. And that's does something over here. Guessing it just gets connected right like that. I don't know why that's flexing. All right. So let me just show that off really quick. I can be careful. Yeah, just all sleek. Probably doing this twice by the looks of it. I'm guessing this is just a symmetrical design here. Black. The black on the top too. And a dark gray on this one. This white one just goes right on top of this. Okay. Choose red. Connector thingies go through here and here. Okay, that. Goes through the top of that, and then what does it go through here? I guess this. I'm guessing. Okay, and here we go on the other side, just like I said. Not that it matters that I knew that, because I couldn't figure it out on my own. Regardless. 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 at the top. That's 2. Putting this up here. This goes this way. This goes up. Oops. These just go all the way through. Here. Perfect. So these are pretty rigid. This thing moves. I don't know what it's supposed to look like, but we'll find out in due time. So that looks like the end of that bag. Oh, Han Solo does go in here. So I'm not going to put the figure in there, but well, let me stop talking and just start doing stuff. What am I not going to do? I'm not going to listen to the directions. Come on. There's Han Solo, frozen in carbonite. I didn't turn his face around, but all right. And then, okay, so they want it this way. So this clips here. Okay, so it only clips on the one side. All right. I don't know what that's doing there for us, but whatever. This is the place to hold it, I guess. That's fine. So it's impossible to see this. He's clipped under there, and I don't really know what you're supposed to do there. He's upside down. You know, if the idea is to do that or something, I don't know. Like, we'll find out in the next bag. All right, so what time is it? We've been going for almost 3 hours. So I think I'm gonna call it. It's 9 o'clock. It's kind of a perfect time to stop here. We got through, just make sure I didn't miss anything here. What are they doing? Yeah, they're just showing you how to move that. And so the next bag, we'll start off with Boba Fett, bag 7. So I imagine this is gonna be a 2-part stream, or overall 2-part build with 2 streams. So I don't know what day I'm going to do this next. It might be tomorrow, might be Sunday. It could be after that. I don't really know just yet, but we'll post as soon as we figure out a day to do this and get this closed out. I definitely want to get it done. I want to make sure that there's no issues with the set that I bought, and want to be able to show it off as soon as possible. So might be tomorrow. We'll have to see. But with that said, if you did like the stream, please click like, subscribe. That stuff helps me out. And I will be back again to complete this build, and obviously I'll have more content in the future. Thanks for watching. This has been Virtual Builds, and I'll be back again sometime soon. With that said, adios.